Guys, name something you couldn't live without. Another super chat. Good question.
Well, that's really easy.
Sterling, let's go. Yeah, something you couldn't live without.
Like brotherhood.
Yeah.
Like especially going back to not having like this kind of thing. Yeah, especially as you get older, I cannot imagine being like a 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus year old man and not having a group of boys to still reminisce with and laugh. Like you say the rocking chair test, right? To look back at like all the stupid shit you've done together, all the laughs you had together. I could not imagine a life without that. Well, just being alone and going like only being around like your woman.
That was such a good answer. We were all planning to stop talking to you after this show immediately. But you know what? That was such a sweet answer, Sterling. I think we're going to take that back. What do you think, guys? Should we cancel the plan and still hang out with this guy?
It's suspect. You know what I would say about that is one thing I could not live without is control of my own life.
Yeah.
We couldn't go on to Europe without control of my life. If I can't live a life where I live life on my terms, on my decision, doing what I feel in my own heart with the people that will accept me for it, and anybody else can get fucked, then that's not life at all. That's slavery. So for me, it's control of my own life. I cannot live without that. And I would rather, if I went bankrupt tomorrow, I would not take a good job working for somebody. I would work a shit job that I would get fired from in pursuit of the life that I wanted. Because the scariest thing that can happen to you is you take a good job or you take a situation where you get so far deep in it that you feel like you can't get out of it or you have something to lose. I would rather go at it broke until I have a life that I want with control of my situation. That's including losing a woman, by the way.
Yeah.
If you can't look a woman in the eyes and tell her what you really want, do you really love her? No. And do you really love yourself because you're going to lie to her so she'll sleep with you? Bro, it's
called the golden handcuffs.
Yeah,
you don't want to be in that situation where you don't want to lose them.
Right.
You're still handcuffed, but you don't want to lose them because they're made of gold.
Yeah.
You said this to me and Andrew the other day. We were eating dinner last night and you said, I said, let's all put our phones down, face down for the next 2 hours. You're like, don't you lose thousands of dollars every time you do that? Because you guys are always working. We're like, yeah, but sure, we're having dinner with our friends.
But does it matter? Because you have control of your own situation.
My boss isn't going to scream at me.
Yeah, there's a degree of happiness which is intrinsic, which is actually something that most men, I don't believe, have experienced because it comes with true success. People always talk about fuck you money, right? It's not just about saying fuck you. It's about truly being able to express how you feel. And that comes with success. And I don't mean success financially. I mean success in all realms. Most men can't raise their voice. They can't raise their voice at their job. They'll get fired. They can't raise their voice in their house. Their woman's be like, who the fuck you yelling at? They can't raise their voice at anyone. They're not allowed to be angry and someone to give a shit, right? There's something amazing about living with true intention and just being happy when you're happy, being mad when you're mad, and people caring. If we get mad, people are like, shit, he's mad. You know what I'm saying? Imagine being a full-grown man and being furious and going, better shut up. Yeah, bro.
Or this 115-pound woman might leave.
You know what I'm saying? So
anymore?
Yeah, absolutely. You can't go back from that. Once you can live with true intention and like a true heart, it's a beautiful thing. And most men, especially, you suppress yourself. You don't live that way. You're not allowed to. Society doesn't want to. Your circumstances don't allow you. And that's something once you've gone to, you can't go back to. I'm allowed to be miserable if I decide to be. You understand? It's a beautiful thing.
And that's why I used to get mad because I never believed that those men were living a life they wanted to live. They simply would choose to suppress themselves into believing the bullshit. And for that reason, I would hold my breath.
No, you nailed it. And that's where it comes with a degree of success. And when you're talking about what you couldn't live without, one of the greatest things about being rich is not having money. It's just about being able to say, you know what? I could make $1 million if I worked with that person, but I don't like that person. Oh, that person's a big podcaster. I don't like them. Oh, but Andrew, he could put you on. I don't like I don't need money. I don't like you. It's just like, fuck you. Like, I don't need you. Like it's being true to yourself and true to your intent. And once you're true to your intent, I also believe, if we're going to get spiritual, I believe you get closer to God. I believe you become a better person. You're a better person when you don't go through life lying. Most men are going through life putting on a face they don't want to put on, saying things they don't want to say, repeating things they don't believe. And we all know that lies are a sin, gentlemen. And you are lying to yourself and everyone around you. People will come here and say, oh, Andrew's full of shit, Andrew's arrogant, whatever. I live with true intent. If I tell you I like you, I like you. If you come up to me on the street and I'm like, oh, hey, G, I wish the best for you. I wish the absolute best for you. If I dislike you and I'll punch you in the face, I meant it. I live with complete true intent. I have a pure heart. And I believe that's more important. And that's something that's so valuable. Most men don't even know how that feels.
And call your friends out on this, because the mask will slip. The mask will slip occasionally. How many of you, 8,000 people watching, I refuse to believe that some of you aren't sitting drinking with your friends sometimes, and your friends are sitting there like, oh man, I hate my wife. I don't want to go home tonight. So awesome. Fucking tell your wife what she's doing wrong. Call him out. Tell him to fucking man up and say his opinion, because the mask slips off all of these people. It really does. And you see it. I've seen it in hundreds of men myself.
And that's why I would say that ethics happens before you need them. A lot of these guys, they let so many things slip in their life, and they look up and they're like, I'm fat. I can't get other women, so I'm a slave to my wife. I can't make money, so the gas going up double is hurting me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't help my friends if they get in a fight because I'm a fucking coward.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've never been through anything. They've never done the work. A lot of times, if you don't do the work before you need, for example, I made a YouTube video once about a buddy of mine that got in a really bad situation. There was a flood in Louisiana. It cost me 8 G's. If I had not done the work before the flood happened, I would not have been in a position to help him when he needed me.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do the work. The fight is coming. The fat wife that bitches at you is coming. The shit job that you can't get out of, where you're stuck in a cubicle or you're turning a wrench or whatever you're doing all day, it's coming. Are you doing the work to do something about it before it gets there? Because if you can't walk away, then you're trapped, and then you're truly, truly suppressed.
Step one, you guys are all listening to people like us, so God bless you. You know,
Yeah, you're in the right place. You need to get water in buckets before the drought.
Yep.
And so many people think that once the drought comes, it'll be okay. Oh, once I'm overweight, I'll fix it. No, sir. That's far too.
I'll wait till New Year's Eve to start working out, because that's my resolution.